I'm going to talk about gays, lesbians, bisexuals. A little awkward for me to talk about, but stay tuned.
It starts with an itch and a tingle, and then it builds and expands. And suddenly, all at once, my legs won't let me stand. I scratch till my fingers go numb, but my skin never bleeds. A silent accomplice waits and feeds when I'm asleep. There's something that lives inside me. I promise I never let it end.
I woke up this morning about 4 in the morning. Past week or so, I think it's almost been a week, I had a family member come out and say that they were gay. I'm gonna use some basic terms because I'm not like a genius with this subject. And I'll try to be as tactful as I can and talk about some things that I don't think anyone else is talking about. This is from my biased perspective. I've had the opportunity of analyzing about approximately 30 people that are gay or fit in that category. Look at all those birds. I don't know if you can see them all, but they're out there squawking. So I've analyzed about 30 people. These are my findings. I'm not a professional. I just know a few tricks. Of those 30 people that I've analyzed, 28 of them demonstrated an abuse trait of physical nature. This could be physical abuse, this could be sexual abuse. 2 of them said that they were gay, but exhibited no trait of abuse. 1 of them is undetermined. He's feminine. Everybody says he's gay. And when I asked him, he said no. So 1 undetermined, 2 unabused, 28 abused. This gave me a unique perspective of gays. I was fascinated by it. I was like, whoa. I may probe or ask some questions where I'm not invited when I talk to these people, but since I'm not a professional, maybe I can do that. And some people blatantly opened up. But I was fascinated by it. And granted, so my background is very conservative. No sex till you're married. When you get married, it's for time and eternity, not till death do you part. So I'm from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I'm Mormon. I don't represent the church in any way, and I'm not here to discuss doctrine. I'm just here to present my view. So when I noticed that these people were abused, it helped me understand not to judge them, because we're dealing with someone who probably has been victimized and is expressing that in a certain way. And when I asked these people certain questions, they were very honest, or came out and said, yeah, I was molested when I was 12, when I was 6, this happened when I was, and they just would come out and say it. And they'd be like, man, I never told anyone that. You know, I would see these scars there in their soul, and so we would talk. Most of these people were in the military that I dealt with. Only a couple were outside the military, but because of this little trick to the trade I have, people would come to me for entertainment purposes, and I would analyze them and tell them things about them. And some people thought I was psychic. I'm not psychic. Just certain traits mean certain things to me. So I was fascinated by that. And so if you're a man and you're abused by a man, and if you become gay, you're more likely to stay with a man. And I was like, that's interesting. If you're a woman and abused by a man, you're more likely to stay with a woman. So I thought that was interesting. It's not something that's really talked about, the abuse in there. My sample might be very biased, whatever, but I think there's some value to it. When I hear someone that's like, hey, I'm gay, or I was born that way, or something happened, my first thought is, where were they abused in that timeline? No one really wants to talk about it, and so I thought I'd present that as something. I just know what I see from the traits exhibited and questions that I ask. Yeah, so I had a family member come out, and everybody has been very supportive, giving a lot of love. And I was hesitant to post anything on Facebook because I would say all these things and probably make that person feel vulnerable or uncomfortable directly. maybe this will do it too. I don't know, but and I thought people's approaches were good, giving out love, because there's a lot there. It's a interesting place to wander, to be confused or be accepted or judged, and depending on your family, that could be very tough. Coming from a conservative religious family, I could see how that would be tough, because when you're taught something and your family's kind of believing something. Anyway, I think you know what I mean. Lots of birds. Kind of a gloomy day to be talking about this, but like I say, I kind of woke up about 4 in the morning and just had to get out and express a couple things. Another thing that I saw years ago, but I'm just presenting it out there as a perspective. I was flying to China. Man, this is some 16 odd years ago. And there was an article in there about soy and soy products. And it had the gay population in the United States, and it showed it increasing. And it had the soy product, and by the tonnage, how it was brought into the U.S., and it went like this. And both things were kind of going like this together on this graph. And I was like, wow, how fascinating it was that the import of soy and the gay population increased. The other perspective is there are many factors involved with this that I don't understand, and maybe we don't understand. Is it diet? Is it genetics? Is it abuse? And the complexities of each of those, you know, they're a child of God. They deserve love. So anyway, that's my perspective on it. How do I say? I indirectly understand, even though I have not walked in your shoes and haven't experienced what you have, some of which is, you know, terrible things, a difficult life. And anyway, with that, I love you guys. Be good to each other. Have a great day. I'm gonna finish my run. Bye.
It grows and divides inside me. It's making a home beneath my skin.